Hi, everyone. How are you? Amy here.
And Viv.
I feel like you need a new...
Why?
thing.
I'm fine with just saying it's Viv. I'm Viv. That's me.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm still just 29. Like, sometimes I just want to wake up and be free.
I know. I'm sure
Yeah.
so many people can relate to that, though.
Yeah, for sure.
People are always like, have kids. They're the best thing that'll happen to you in your whole life. Or like, my life changed. And two things can be true. Your life can change and it could be the best thing. But also sometimes you just want some time to yourself.
XYXX.
And welcome back to XYXX. I feel invigorated tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
We are doing this absolutely sober, which
We've done this sober
Yeah,
before.
we've done this
Don't make
sober
them think we're
before.
alkies or something.
no, we're not. We're not. But it does warm me up. But this time, no warm up needed. We're here. We're live.
And
we're
we're
excited.
action.
And we're action. And action.
Okay, so how are you today? How's your day been?
My day's been so chill. I was laying in bed literally until the last minute. And then you were like, what are you wearing? And then I was like, all right, I should start getting ready now.
It's time to get up.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? How's your mental health?
My mental health it's been better because I've been trying to take steps towards making myself feel better.
Okay.
But like last week, I want to say for like the last 3 weeks, it was suffering.
You did tell me about this.
Yeah, really, really intense. It's been a while.
Okay, so you said you were taking steps
Yeah.
to get to where you need to be.
Damn. This is I don't know. This is a really touchy episode because there's certain things that I want to say, but like because I haven't felt it to such an extreme, I'm like scared to be insensitive towards people that have, or like people that like actually have taken medication or have gotten like counseling or,
Yeah.
I mean, I know for sure I need therapy. So I'm working on finding a therapist right now.
Okay, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
And the part about it is that you kind of have to go shopping for your therapist.
Yeah. I just got a recommendation. So I'm trying to see what's up.
And people get frustrated because they don't really give you advice. They kind of just lead you to where you should be led to.
Yeah. I do think it's also validating. Like I know I did couples counseling at one point.
Okay.
And it kind of becomes like, you know, therapy for yourself because obviously so many things in your personal life affect how you show up for your partner.
Yeah.
I remember it felt very validating to like explain to someone like my lifestyle and what's gone on and for them to be like, oh yeah, no, that's not okay. Or, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You were kind of going through a tough situation.
Oh, I definitely
that,
was.
like, I don't think she could have been like, okay, what about it? You know, like,
Yeah.
she had to be like, no, you're right. Like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Some people sometimes will do things to harm themselves when they're feeling super low,
Overwhelmed
and stressed. I just looked up and it said that this is more of a coping mechanism rather than a choice. And I just want to emphasize that there are resources out there, and who am I to be like, please steer away from that? But like,
There are other methods though to feel better. And I've definitely felt that before where I'm like so low that I feel like I want to do something like really strong
yeah,
or like, I don't know.
trigger warning.
Yeah, I've like considered myself.
Oh my God, I don't think I
Yeah.
can put that on the internet. No, but it's a reality.
That's
of the
a reality.
situation.
I have felt like that before. I've never actually done it, but I have like considered, like I have felt to the point where I'm like, I want to feel something else outside of what I'm feeling. Like I want to feel something extreme.
Yeah.
So I want to myself. You've never felt like that? Okay, this makes me feel a little crazy.
No. I know that's like a reality for a lot of people. Well, mainly because like people struggle with that, so that could like.
You think it'll like encourage like someone to
Feel like,
themselves?
oh, like someone else feels. I mean, there's a lot of mental health issues out there. People battle with things.
I thought that's what we
differently.
were talking. Okay, so so we're just gonna take that part out. We should link resources though.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like is it the seasonal change? Because I tend to like feel like when the seasons change,
Yeah.
feelings change too.
That's a fact.
Like that
It
one?
might be that, and I didn't put that together. It might actually be that. Also, I don't really know. I guess anxiety about like life and, you know, where it's going and what the best steps are to take, and are you like excelling at all the things that you want to do and
Or are supposed to excel at.
yeah, exactly.
It's
a
hard
lot.
feeling the pressures of adulthood for sure.
Yeah, especially as a mom.
Yeah, no, that's a whole different element.
Yeah.
But you're such a great mom though.
Thank you. It is hard.
Yeah.
I'm still just 29. Like sometimes I just want to wake up and be free.
I'm sure so many people can relate to that though.
Yeah, for sure.
People are always like, have kids. They're the best thing that'll happen to you in your whole life. Or like, you know, my life changed. And two things can be true. Your life can change and it could be the best thing. But also sometimes you just want some time to yourself, which like you're very open about, I feel.
Yeah, I think you have to be. I feel like before I had kids, like everyone makes motherhood seem so jolly. I think now with like social media and stuff, you kind of get a more realistic perspective. But I feel like it was like almost looked down upon for women to have any negative like feelings towards being a mom. And like, yo, that shit is tough. And some days you don't want to do it. You can't clock out. Like you can never stop.
Yeah.
And I think that's why some moms are not good moms, because they're like,
I know, it's hard to balance.
yeah,
right?
they become moms and then they're like, I don't even like this shit. Like imagine that. Like you think you want to be a mom and then you become a mom and then you hate it. Because sometimes some women hate it. That's okay. You don't have to like it.
Yeah.
What about you? How's your mental health?
Lately it's been really good, but I've adopted the mentality of like just take it day by day. Because if you think about everything at once, it's overwhelming. It's like thinking about space or the ocean.
I kind of tend to do that to myself a lot.
Like think of everything
Yeah,
at once.
and then I get so much anxiety to the point where like even the idea of having to wake up and get ready for work the next day like depresses me. Like that will like shut me down. And then I don't do anything at all. It's like I know I have all these things to do, but because I'm thinking about it all, I get so overwhelmed that I don't do anything, which then makes me feel worse.
But okay, are you thinking of everything, or are you thinking of like the next day? Even the next day feels heavy.
No, even the next day. Even like doing the dishes feels heavy some days.
Oh my gosh.
You never feel like that?
I mean, I hate doing the dishes. I hate all chores where you need to wet your hands.
Yeah.
I still do them, but I don't like them.
No, but that like will actually overwhelm me to the point where like I start to have mental breakdowns.
Yeah. Fuck, I should have put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
No, but I'm pretty sure that's like a symptom. I'm not saying this is your case, but I'm pretty sure that's like a symptom of depression where like you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Which is so tough because like when even the simple things that you need, like even eating, when that becomes like too much.
And then you like try to think of what you want to eat, but you don't have an appetite because you're so sad. So have you ever like suffered from depression? I've never been officially diagnosed, but I know like throughout my life, probably since I was like a preteen, I could remember going through cycles where I feel like very, very low and like all those symptoms start to come up. I feel like now as an adult, I can kind of tell like the onset.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can try to help myself out of it, but sometimes like in the most recent weeks, like I wasn't able to really help
like
myself out of it. Yeah, like it lasted a while. But I know that for some people, it's like very severe, you know?
Yeah.
Where like it'll last months or like.
Or years.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely had stints. I know last year was very tough for me because I went through like a very traumatic transition.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was like a matter of survival because I was living on my own. So I had to figure that out. And like, I remember actually one time during this time, you had dropped me off home and we were talking about it. And then I exited your car and immediately had a panic attack. And I called my brother and then he like came out to Long Island because I started thinking about everything at once. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to take things day by day. Everything's going to work out and you just have to think like that. And then hopefully things will.
No, in the end, they normally do. I feel like I've definitely been in a lot of circumstances in life where I'm like, oh my God, like what am I going to do? And somehow, by the grace of God, like everything's fine.
Yeah. Which, speaking of everything going on in the world, that makes sense as to why like people can easily go down that rabbit hole, is because there's a lot to look at that's negative. And like
Yeah,
when you
there
think
is.
about it, it's pushed on us. It's like the election's so stressful. The overseas,
God,
all
this
this
election.
genocide's going on, and like you walk on the street, there's homeless people. It's like there's so much that you can look at. That's,
I know, school shootings.
Don't even get me started.
And this also goes back to mental health, because these people killing innocent children, like, what's going on? Come on.
It's a mental illness.
Really,
sure.
like, what's going on? Like,
I don't know. Too much access to guns. That's just me.
these people obviously need some mental
Intervention.
some intervention for sure. So I looked up signs of depression in men. So it says emotional symptoms, experiencing sadness, hopelessness, guilt, worthlessness, and helplessness. Irritable, angry, frustrated, or restless. I feel like that's a pretty universal,
Yeah.
like,
That's also pretty broad.
yeah, that is pretty broad. But I think the hopelessness is a major part of depression, and the worthlessness and the guilt, all of it, actually. And then physical symptoms are aches and pains, headaches, cramps, digestive problems, changes in appetite, or unplanned weight changes. Having issues getting along with others, including family members or partners.
Someone's coming to mind here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. They may also engage in escapist behaviors, such as spending a lot of time at work or watching sports, or maybe even having a lot of sex, substance abuse, sexual dysfunction, and risky behavior. Men with depression may engage in risky behavior such as reckless driving. Okay, so for women, it says your mood changes as persistent feelings of sadness, anxiety, hopelessness, and emptiness. I could definitely relate to the emptiness. That was what I was talking about, like that I don't care about anything feeling. Loss of interest in activities or hobbies, fatigue, lack of energy, feeling slowed down, difficulty sleeping, waking up too early, or oversleeping. Changes in appetite, difficulty concentrating, remembering, or making decisions. Unexplained pain or other physical symptoms without apparent cause, and feeling as though life isn't worth living.
Damn,
or
that's
having
a really
thoughts
crazy
of suicide.
one. Feeling pains, because it's like, what, am I crazy? Like, because I feel like something hurts.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
Well, that's what it said for the men too, like aches and pains. It's crazy how much your mind controls your body's response.
Yeah. It's the powerhouse.
I know.
The mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah. Please don't do this to me right now.
I'm trying to make light, okay? Because life can be funny, okay? It's okay to joke about dark things.
It is okay.
What?
Okay.
We're literally telling you guys, we're putting the resources in the bottom. You guys, listen. If you're gonna live,
Don't do it.
Don't do it. That's a fact.
Whatever you're thinking of.
Whatever you're thinking of, don't do it. You gotta love yourself. Who the fuck else is gonna do it?
I know. Well, what are some steps that you take to make yourself feel better? And I'm not talking about when you feel ugly, okay? That's
yeah, I was like, do my makeup.
Well, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Sometimes you just need to get the fuck up. Like, I know I told you recently I've been kind of going through a hard time with my mental health. For whatever reason, I don't even know. Like, I think I'm going through a lot of changes right now, and it's kind of making me feel very insecure. You know, just get the fuck up. Take a shower. Just take a shower.
Step one, take a shower.
That's something. You got out the bed, you took a shower. Or like, make your bed or try to clean up your room. But I'm telling you, when you're sad, like all of those things feel like such a to-do. Yeah, like
they feel like a to-do when you're not even sad.
Eating feels like a to-do.
Yeah.
So it's like, but you just have to get up and do something. Like do something. Put some music on. I don't know. Dance. Put on a nice outfit that's going to make you feel good.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Sometimes even that feels like a lot.
I definitely nature walks, actually.
Yeah. Going outside.
I love going outside. Being by the water, praying or meditating, same thing. Phoning a friend. Even if we don't talk about what's going on. You're my person.
Yeah.
Which I hope I don't put too much on you.
No, I never feel like that. I very much enjoy hearing everything that's going on in your life.
Same.
Yeah, it's entertaining. She has tea for me.
I have tea for you. Okay.
Yeah. Also, like, go out to eat if you can. Like, I don't know. That shit makes me
That
happy.
makes
Okay.
me happy too.
So, mental health, huh?
Mental health, huh? All right, listen, I know some of you guys are probably listening to this and it's 7 a.m. right before work and you're like, damn, this really put a damper on my mood. Talking about taking a shower. Some of you guys hate that. I know it can make you sad.
Bro, take a shower. Look, when it rains outside, some of y'all smell a little funky.
Musty.
So, musty.
Scrub your
humid.
armpits.
Yeah.
Some of you guys are like, why are my armpits so dark?
Wash your legs and your feet. Do that.
Okay.
And wash your face too. And put some lotion on.
Do you wash your belly button every time?
No, I hate touching my belly button.
Right? It feels so weird.
I hate it. I don't like when people touch it either.
I hate that. Wait, but actually, you know how you were saying, I don't know, okay, this just occurred to me, but how you were saying that, like, you can't really be in a relationship when you're unhappy?
Oh, yeah, you're just going to attract terrible
Wait,
energy.
but I was going to say that I actually met my partner during a really difficult time in my life.
Yeah, but you were open to that. You were wanting that. Also, just because you were going through a difficult time doesn't mean you yourself were in a negative mental space.
I feel like I was, though.
Okay, but were you, like, insecure? Were you willing to settle for whoever came around and showed you attention?
I feel like I was being crazy during this time.
When you met him?
Yeah, I feel like even my response to him, he literally said I look pretty, and then I was like, okay, then you're my boyfriend.
And now he is. That's it. He matched your energy, bro. What else you want? That's.
But you know what, guys? There's a spectrum to things.
There is, because everyone, experiences depression. Like, clearly I experience it on a deeper level than you do. And that just goes back to, like, my genetics, I think.
Really? Oh, genetics play a role. We didn't even say that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, on my dad's family side, like, they're not. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of mental health issues and, like, substance abuse.
No, that's definitely a thing. I mean, we talked about that last week also, how you got to be careful who you have kids with.
Yeah, exactly.
Because these mental health issues run rampant.
But, people really do have traumas. Like, you mentioned your brother. Like, he's been through so much.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible things happen to people, and unfortunately, you can't erase it from your life. You just have to, like, live with it.
And count your blessings.
For sure.
Being uplifting enough, maybe we should do, like, a commercial on uplifting.
We should just play some gospel music.
Are you out there suffering from depression?
Do you want to die?
Do you find yourself not wanting to shower?
Or eat?
Or sleep?
No. Or you're sleeping too much?
Then here are some reasons. I don't know.
This reminds me of when Theo Von does his, like, fucking commercials.
Does he?
He just reads off of a paper. Theo, if you ever come across these videos, just know that I love you.
He says things that's like no one else, I think, in this world would get away with that.
I know. Or think of it. You know what? We should talk about how there should be more free resources for mental health. Like, this should be something that is spoken to. You know how, like, in 4th, 5th grade, you start having sex ed? I don't know if it's like that for every state. But anyway, yeah, what about mental health? I feel like that's something that should be introduced, once you start going through puberty, because that's literally when people really start having, imbalances and stuff. And, like, I think at the age of 18 is when most people start being, like, showing symptoms of having bipolar disorder.
And schizophrenia, I think, is that around that age.
Yeah, so it's definitely something that I feel like should be spoken about. I think people, if they're aware, maybe can become more emotionally intelligent, more aware, more sympathetic even.
Yeah.
To pick up on these things. Like, first of all, the bullying culture now is so different than when we were growing up because of the internet.
Really? I feel like it's better. I feel like back in the day, people used to, like, really, really shit on you.
I know, but people wouldn't, like, kill themselves over it. Now people online could be like, I don't know. Do you know that many? I feel like now it's worse because First of all, I just read this article about this teenage boy who committed suicide, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then his parents started going through his phone afterward. That's another thing. Like, you really have to pay attention to what the fuck your kids are doing.
I'm gonna go through my kids.
Yeah, and who they're
everything.
talking to, because you don't know shit. But yeah, he was a teenager. I think he was like 15. And they went through his phone and they found out that he was part of like this group of people that encouraged each other to kill themselves.
Oh my God, no, that's
Like,
just
what the bro?
horrible.
That's sick. At that point, I feel like you're not in a position to be so depressed that you're considering taking your life. Like, now you're just playing around with this
concept.
Yeah, with this concept of depression and suicide. Like, that's not even a thing.
That's insane. Yeah, definitely go through all your kid shit. My mom used to read my diary behind my back, and like she would only tell me if it was something.
Yeah,
like,
my mom read my diary once, and she found out some revealing shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, get a diary. That's what I forgot to mention
journal.
that.
Sometimes sadness can turn into the most beautiful art.
Yeah.
Look at Van Gogh. I mean,
he bit that person's ear.
No, he didn't. He cut off his ear, and he
cut off his own ear.
He sent it to someone.
That's badass.
He also killed himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In a field of flowers. How romantic.
That was Mike Tyson.
Oh.
Yeah, he bit off someone's ear.
Mike Tyson, Van Gogh.
But I don't know
Joe
if the Van Gogh
Schmo.
thing is maybe it's not a good example because he actually did commit suicide.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. Subscribe, like, comment.
And guys, be nice.
Be nice to each other. You never know what people are going through, all
Yeah.
right? Take care of your mental health. No one else is going to do it for you.
Exercise, sleep, eat. All the good things. Go outside. Enjoy nature. Breathe in the fresh air.
God gave us nature.
Pray, guys. Pray. Listen to music.
Meditate.
Dance.
Go look up a counselor.
Stretch. Yes, look up a counselor.
Talk to your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And be honest with yourself. If you feel like you need some help, like, all right, there's nothing wrong with that. Move in silence like lasagna.
I'm glad that, like, I feel like we are reaching a point, though, especially in, like, the Black and Hispanic communities where we can acknowledge that the things that are, we've dealt with for generations are not okay.
Yeah.
And,
I remember my mom used to say, depression's not real.
Oh, yeah, I know. Depression's not real. Or, like, I'll beat the depression out of you. I've heard that one before, too.
Turn on the lights. What you got to be sad for?
You know what, though? I feel like our parents are from Caribbean places, and the sun just shines bright every fucking day. Everybody's outside, bro. Everyone's vibing. There's music.
People that are going through it, homeless people.
Yeah.
They'll give you their last
Exactly.
whatever.
So I do think it's a different perspective because, one, they've grown up with less, but also the sun is shining every fucking day. You see mountains. You hear the cookies. You have palm
Fried
trees.
fish on the beach.
Everywhere you go, it's a beach. I would be like, why the fuck you depressed too?
And if worst comes to worst, get your dual citizenship and move to DR. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.